Hey, it's Ms. Keenum again. I wanted to come to you today to talk about how we can multiply a mixed number times a whole number. So remember, a mixed number is a whole number and a fraction squished together. In this example, 3 1/4 is our mixed number. When we multiply a mixed number times a whole number, we use the distributive property, or that's one way that we can do it. And so remember, the distributive property tells me that I can multiply 2 times 3 and 2 times 1/4. So we've learned that 3 1/4 can actually be written or rewritten rather like this: 3 plus 1/4. So that helps us see the distributive property a little bit more. We can multiply our whole numbers, 2 times 3, and then we can multiply our whole number times our fraction. So when we do that, 2 times 3 is 6. And then I can move and I can multiply my whole number times my fraction. So that's 2 times 1/4. And I am writing some extra steps in this first example. In my next example problems, I will skip a couple of these steps. So 2 times 1/4, we've learned that we multiply our whole number times our numerator when multiplying fractions. So 2 times 1/4, 2 times 1 is 2, and my numerator stays the same. So I have 6 plus 2/4, which equals 6 2/4. Although 6 2/4 is the correct answer, what do you know about 2/4? You know that it really equals a half. So the better answer here would be 6 1/2. Okay, let's move on. Here's our next example problem. 3 times 6 2/3. So we're going to use the distributive property to multiply our two whole numbers together. So 3 times 6, which is 18. Then we're going to use the distributive property to multiply my whole number times my fraction. 3 times 2/3, I say 3 times 2, which is 6. And I keep my denominator the same. Okay, when I look at this, 6/3, though, is a mixed number. So how can I change 6/3, or it's an improper fraction, I'm sorry, the big number's on top. So how can I change it to a mixed number so that I can get a better answer? Well, we ask ourselves, what is 6 divided by 3? Or how many times can 3 go into 6? 3 can go into 6 2 times. So my answer becomes 18 plus 2. And we know that that is 20. So 3 times 6 2/3 equals 20. Okay, and here's our last example problem. 4 3/8 times 5. So if you notice this one, it is written a little backwards than we're used to. We're used to normally seeing the whole number times the mixed number. But we know in multiplication, it does not matter which number we multiply first and second, we're going to get the same product. So I'm going to do the exact same thing here. I'm going to multiply my whole numbers together. 4 times 5 is 20. And then I'm going to multiply my whole number times my fraction. 5 times 3/8, excuse me. So I multiply the whole number times the numerator. 5 times 3 is 15. And my denominator stays the same. So here I have 20 plus 15/8. But once again, we have the dreaded improper fraction. So I need to change that to a mixed number. So I ask myself, what is 15 divided by 8? Or how many times can 8 go into 15? So 8 can go into 15 one time. So 8 times 1 is 8. How many more do I need to get to 15? Well, let's count up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 7 times. So that becomes my numerator. The 8 stays my denominator. So that new mixed number is 1 7/8, but I have to add it back to the 20. So I have 20 plus 1 7/8, which equals 21 7/8. I hope this helps.